Hello everyone, today we are going to be taking a look at DWM. As you can see, here we are in DWM. We have many tabs open right here, and let me get you to take a look. For example, how to set up DWM. Well, on a basic minimal Arch install, you would have to clone DWM from its official repository on the suckless.org website. Let me show you suckless.org. Sorry. Yes. Here you can see DWM. Now, what is DWM? Well, DWM is a simple, it's a very suckless window manager. It's a dynamic window manager. It means that if I go to the 6th tab right here, or tag, as they like to call it in DWM, all the windows tag in this layout in the default layout. In the default layout, well, you have two. You have this layout, which and you have the floating layout, where windows floats on top of each other, and you can change. You can also change the windows on this layout. You know, it's no problem. But when you're in tiling, but I prefer it to be. I prefer the the normal one that comes with the layout. Anywho, how can I clone it? You simply have to have git installed. You simply do sudo pacman-s git or sudo apt install git or npm or emerge, or for whatever distribution you use, it's named git. And you do git space clone, and then you paste the link, or you just do https://git.suckless.org/DWM. Wait, I'm not gonna get clones here. I'm gonna click clone in my downloads directory. Copy that. Right here. Boom. Cloning to DWM. Okay, my internet is slow. I don't know why. Am I downloading some stuff? No? No? Why is my internet slow? It usually takes quite a considerably shorter time, because it's only like 9 megabytes. Okay, my internet is struggling to install. It's not even 9, it's not even 7, it's like 6.17. Anywho, let's you change directories into the DWM directory. Use ls. As you can see here, you have a bunch of different folders. Well, your folder of choice is going to be not config.dev.h, but for the first time I would suggest not touching anything, and you just run the make command. Just make. Now on for example these kinds of distribution, if you have Arch Linux, for example, it will give you an error. That's why you need to have installed libxft and libxenorama, and also base devel if you haven't installed this during the minimal Arch install of yours. But when all of that is installed, DWM should compile just fine, but it is not installed. To install it, you need to run this command as the user, not as root. Sudo make, or no, it's as root, sorry. But be the user, just like me. I am bliss, as you can see. Sudo make clean install, and you press enter. I'm not gonna do it because I have my own right here. But once you run that, if you ls into the folder again, that make command just added a bunch of different directories. One of them is the config.h. Now I would prefer to leave the config.dev.h alone. Don't change it, because this is gonna be your failsafe. If you mess something in config.h, well, you can use config.dev.h to get back to your to your base DWM build. Now, your friend is config.h. Let's config.h. Yeah. Now let's start editing. As you can see right here, it has pretty nice tags that explain everything. This is the appearance of DWM, means the colors, the fonts, and the size of the fonts, the border pixels, which I have set to 0, and a lot of stuff. Well, you have the first one is the border pixel, which is the border pixel of the windows. For example, me right here, I think I have it on 1 pixel. Let me check. Let me open my DWM. As you can see, okay. Now I have it on 0. Yeah, I forgot. I had it on 0. Now I have mine on 0. Static constant assigned in its snap, which is the snap pixel. And show bar means this top bar. If you don't want it to be shown, you change this to 0. Or if you're on DWM, you just do super B and it's hidden. This right here changes from the top bar to a bottom bar for the i3 enthusiast or any other window manager for that matter. But I saw i3 people have the bar in the bottom. Next you have fonts. The default font is monospace and the default size is 10. You can change it just like mine. I have it on well, let me open the other one. Here's VD. You have it on JetBrains. And on JoyPixel. Let's come back to the build. Here you can also edit the D menu fonts. D menu is this beautiful utility. I have my build of it right here. Well, it's a starter. For example, let's go to the 6th tag and let's do Firefox, and it starts Firefox. Pretty nice. Now, the thing is about D menu is it communicates with DWM, means that if you change the colors right here, these are the colors of DWM, just right here. If you change these colors, they change for D menu too. And if you change the font, it changes for D menu too. So D menu uses the config of DWM. Next, the colors, obviously. Now, the colors are handfully placed right here. It gives you the foreground colors, where you have 2 colors, gray 3, gray 4, and you have background colors and the border colors. This means the window border colors. They are different from the windows that I am focused on. For example, if I open multiple windows, I am focused on this one. Now I'm focused on this one. Now I'm focused on the DWM world one. And the colors changed, but since I have my what is it called, my border pixel set to 0 in my own DWM build, it isn't shown. Next, we have tagging. That's why I call them tags, not workspaces or anything else. They're named tags in DWM. Well, here are the well, what is shown for you right here. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 to 9. You can change them to whatever you want. Either it's an icon or a string of characters. You can change it to wherever you want. For example, you want it to be www, for example, World Wide Web. Or you want it to be an icon. It's very simple. Here. Now here is this is an addition of it's a beautiful addition that makes you, for example, if I have Firefox, right, and I want Firefox to only spawn in the 2nd tag, well, I can edit this to have the 2nd tag. Now Firefox will only spawn in the 2nd tag, but keeping it on default right here. Boom. Now here is floating. Now, if you open some stuff much like GIMP, I don't think I have it installed weirdly enough, even though I use it all the time. This is a new Arch install of mine. Well, GIMP, I like it floating, and the Cyclist people also like GIMP floating, so they made this as default, is floating. Here, you can call whatever you want. For example, let's call, I don't know, let me call Alex. I don't know how to I don't know how to write Alex appearance, comma null, comma tab, yeah, whatever. Sorry, null, comma. Now I want it, for example, on the 3rd tag, comma, is floating set to 0. monitor -1. I really don't know what monitor -1 means. I think it means that it spawns on any monitor. But here we set a variable that tells us that, for example, I want it floating. Yeah, I want it floating. Now, every time I spawn Alex appearance, let's spawn it right here, Alex appearance, it would float, but it's not floating right now because I didn't set it to float. Alex appearance is a tool that is used to change the, well, let me show you. Why not? Alex appearance. It changes the GTK theme right here, and it also changes the icon themes for you, and the mouse cursor theme, fonts, and other stuff too. Well, it's not a video about Alex appearance. Continuing, here you can see the layouts. I don't give much thought about the layouts, but I would prefer if you leave them alone, if only if you want to patch some new stuff, which I am not gonna be talking about patching this video. I'm just gonna be talking about the minimal DWM build, the default one. Here, right here, you can change the terminal. It is set to ST. For example, I am using Alacrity. I can change it to Alacrity, as you can see. So I keep it ST. Okay. Now, here is the beautiful thing about DWM. It's very open. You have all your mod keys in front of you. This right here, it means super, which means the Windows key, and here is the key that you press for the function. Now, function right here, we have spawn and D menu. It's gonna spawn D menu if you press super P. Now, I have it set to super D, and it spawns D menu. Sorry, I'm back. We were at D menu and the key bindings. Now I have opened my own to make it like more comprehensible. As you can see right here, I added this thing, which is the Tor, and I made a let me show you. I mean, I didn't make it right now because I don't have Tor installed, but let me install Tor. Let me open Firefox. I don't know why it takes some time to open Firefox. I think that's because I used Chromium before. Yeah, it takes time to open Firefox. I don't know. Tor browser. Oh no, my computer isn't connected to the internet. Let me connect it. Okay, me back. I'm back. Scroll down all the advertisements. Download for Linux. Oh, my internet is quick. Oh, first time. Oh, it usually is 400 KB, kilobytes a second. Oh, it's 1 megabytes. Wow, fast. Anywho, let us continue. We'll see Tor after. Now I have an AZERTY keyboard. So this mess right here that I did not fix, sorry, my fault, is my key bindings. As you can see, I have replaced all the 1, 2s to 9 and 0s to their convenient little equivalent in the AZERTY keyboard. You can copy them from the screen if you have an AZERTY keyboard too, and just change these things to your preferred. Let me just scroll up so you can see the whole of it, as you can see. Anywho, well, I'll leave you to the key function, and here is the mouse bindings. Yes, there are mouse bindings, but I would not suggest you tinker with them. All right, the mouse bindings are as such. For example, you have a terminal, right? And you press super key, and you press right click. That is how you resize stuff, not just the terminal, any window you have open. You can resize it like this while holding the super key and the right mouse click. But if you want to move it, like as you can see, I cannot move it right now, well, you press the super key and just move it with the left click. Very simple, very easy. Now, I would not suggest anybody to touch these key bindings. I would suggest you just, check them out for yourself. And the control click symbol, whatever. And yeah, thank you very much. This has been an extensive research of the config file of DWM. I hope you have everything figured out by now. And you don't need to learn C to know how to use DWM. You can just, understand the config file. That's the easiest thing to do. Just understand the syntax, and C becomes very simple. I do not know how to code in C, all right? I personally